How you doing, YouTube? Matt with Massive Beer Reviews back with yet another review. And it is blonde ale time, I guess. Unique beer today in the form of Brewery's Or Xata. I have never had this before, I think. I might have had it one time before. It is one of their new... I guess, I don't want to say year-round, but national releases. It used to be part of their society, the Preservation Society beers that you had to be a member to get or whatever. Anyway, and they just released it nationally. And I walked into my local beer store today, and there it was. So I grabbed it and figured to give it a whirl, because it's kind of interesting beer. Then we'll get to that in a second. As far as what it says on the label, the brewery, Or Xata, blonde ale brewed with rice, cinnamon, and vanilla beans. This ale is our own spin on Horchata, a sweet and creamy drink originating in Latin America, now quite popular in Southern California. 7.2% alcohol by volume, so it's not a huge beer. Let's see here. Blonde ale brewed with rice, cinnamon, and vanilla beans. Horchata is one of our favorite drinks, refreshing alongside a spicy dish or just for sipping on a lazy afternoon. Our take on the traditional agua fresca incorporates rice and lactose along with spices that sweet, creamy character that we've come to love. Horchata is best enjoyed fresh. The ideal serving temperature is 45 degrees, best served in a tulip or a wine glass. And it was, let's see, oh, it says here 3/11/14. I assume that's when it's bottled on, which would seem kind of weird because I think it just hit the shelves, but that means it's a year old already. So yeah, there you go. Label-wise, that's cool. I dig it. I mean, brewery stuff's always pretty damn classy, so everything about it, quintessential brewery label style stuff. I've actually reviewed a brewery beer. I haven't had a brewery beer, let alone reviewed one in quite a while. So I'm excited because I'm a fan of their stuff. I dig it. Yeah, and the whole mixture of the that drink. I think if you've ever had a Horchata before, it's a unique drink. So if this comes close, it should be something pretty interesting. So let's see. What do we got? Well, that is light. That's really light. It's like a pale blonde almost, instead of like a golden blonde to it. Yeah. 3 fingers of super fast dissipating head, decently creamy top, and super packed type bubbles from bottom to top, pretty uniform, and it's got this hazy goldenness to it. It's a little bit more gold in the glass than it was when I was pouring it. It's got this murky, hazy, golden unfilteredness to it. So yeah, looks nothing like Horchata because that is white and it looks like kind of like milk. So let's see what she smells like. Wow, that's cool. You get cinnamon. You get the lactose in there, definitely. You're getting some like I don't even know what spices they are. Southwestern spices. That's cinnamon, almost like a coconut milk as opposed to actually coconut. Like a sugar sweetness, like not even like a candied sweetness or whatever, almost like a sugar dusty kind of sugary sweetness, like a powdered sugar sweetness. Yeah, it actually, you close your eyes and smell it. It just smells like a cold, sweet cinnamon evaporated milk drink. It smells like Horchata. Close. I mean, not exactly, but yeah, I mean, it's super interesting in the nose. Super cool beer. Looks cool. Smells awesome. Let's see what she's got. Cheers. Wow. That's weird. In such a cool way. Yeah. It's got... First you get is that combination of that sweetness and the cinnamon spice. It's got this nice like baked cookie breadiness to it. like it has like a fine granulated sugar on it, and then with a little bit of cinnamon on top. That's like the sweetness you get. A very cookie, very crispy cookie like. Definitely get a lactose component out of it too. It gives this nice creaminess. This nice, almost like that cookie. You dipped it into a nice warmed up milk and let it soften a bit, and then you eat it. It gives you that kind of nice softness to it. It's sweet from beginning, middle to end. Just pumping the brakes right before it gets overly sweet. Like you're like, okay, here it comes. Oh, this is gonna be too sweet, and it's sweet, but it's not too sweet. It just gets to that point right before that point and stops. Zero booze whatsoever. I mean, it's 7%, so you wouldn't expect too much. Breweries pretty good at hiding their booze in their beers. Some of the bigger offerings need to sit a little bit, but yeah, no booze whatsoever. It's a really interesting beer. It's definitely a dessert beer. Not in the fact that it's huge, but it's definitely a treat, a singular treat. I'm home alone. I have this whole 750 to myself, so it's gonna be something I'll probably split over 2 days. I'm not sure if I want to drink this all night long, but I'm really glad I am drinking. I'm really glad I got a chance to drink it. It's just interesting beer, just really tasty, and they've captured the essence of the horchata in it, which is pretty cool, you know. When I heard about it and I read about it on the label and looked into it real quick, I was kind of skeptical. But I know Brewer's pretty inventive, pretty creative. And I've had a couple beers from them that are pretty cool. I had like a creamsicle beer that came off just like that. So I was hoping it would be this, and it's exactly what it was. Rating wise, I'd give it a 90. Really nice beer. Super creative, super inventive stuff. And you gotta hand it to them for bringing something this good. I mean, it's quality beer that tastes like what they want it to taste like, but also it tastes good. There's some people that make beers taste a certain way. It doesn't make it a good beer. And people have a beer that tastes good, but it doesn't taste like what they say, what they're trying to make it taste like. This is a good beer. It tastes like what they want it to taste like. So, hats off to them. Value and availability. Like I said, it's a national release now. So, chances are, if you get your atypical brewery beers where you live, you should be able to pick some up. So, I'm going to give it availability of an 8. Especially for me in Northeast Pennsylvania. I know a couple places where I can pick it up right now. And value-wise, it's $12.99 for this bottle. That's what I paid for it. So $12.99 for $7.50 of a 90 rated 90 beer for me. I would give it a 7 on a value scale. Great beer, 90, love it, dig it. But it's 7%. Just like at that price point to have a little bit higher ABV for your bang for your buck. Not that I want just to get drunk or booziness, but sometimes there's a correlation between alcohol content and price sometimes, so it's going to get a little bit of skew there. So I'm not going to give it a great score. I'm not going to give it a bad score in that. So 90 overall, good scores on value and availability. Just a really cool take. I mean, if you've had horchata before and you like it, and you're into beer and you want to give it a whirl, it's definitely something you should check out. If you like inventive, creative, unique beers, it's something you should check out. If you're a fan of the brewery, you probably already had it. If you haven't, check it out. Just a really cool beer overall. Yeah. The Bruery Or Xata. Just a really cool beer, and I'm digging it. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed your review. If you did or you didn't or somewhere in between, please leave a comment in the comment section below and like, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. If you like, check us out anywhere else on the internet. You can. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Untapped. Massive beers in all 4 of those places. And yeah, another review down. So hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a nice creative beer right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.